Good evening. Welcome back. This is week 8 market analysis 2025, the last week of February. As our manner is the dollar index weekly time frame. You can see what the market has done so far. In week 6, I told us that we're expecting bearish movement because it has traded below this area that I marked out. And so I told us that the next point of call will be this area down here, which is the monthly BC. So we are expecting lower prices on this pair down into this level here. You may not feel it completely, but want to see it trade into it before we go neutral and wait to see what the market wants to offer. So that's what we have. We are bearish on the dollar. I told us last week that I expect the rally into the inversion FVG right here. We can see that happened. That happened, I think, on Wednesday. We had that rally into it, and then there was a rejection. This is where we are. This is a telltale sign that we actually want to move into this area here. On the daily time frame, we have, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, traded into it, and we had that rejection. Traded through the consequent encroachments, the 50% level of the inversion FVG, and then it traded softly, rejected sharply. Thursday failed to go any further, and we had that impulsive move to the downside. So market structure is in fact bearish. Want to see trade through this low and then trade to the bullish order block here where the monthly BC is. So on the monthly time frame, this is the month of February. We had an indecisive month in January. You can see what has happened in February. So it may not get there. It may not get there. We might see it in March. We might do it this week. We don't know that for sure, but we know that ultimately we are trading into that level. Will it do it in 1 or 2 weeks or a month's time? We don't know. But what we know that it's going to trade down to this level. So this is where we're expecting price to get to. Now, if you look at weekly time frame, this is my thought process at the moment. This is an order block, a bullish order block. Price has retraced into the bullish order block, and if you measure it, we are around the 50%, the main threshold of this bullish order block. So it could consolidate here for this last week of February before it moves lower. I don't want to see that, but that could happen because it could, give us some form of rejection or reaction around this order block. We've seen a small range week last week, so I'm expecting a large range week this new week. Okay, so let's have that in mind that this could actually act as support to consolidate here before any impulsive movement to the downside. So if we see that there is no volatility for this new trading week, we could have some form of an inside week trading range, and then maybe first week of March, the impulsive movement into this level. But that means, like I said, this is where we're most likely trading into. Okay, so I'm still bearish on the dollar. I'm still bearish on the dollar. On the daily time frame, there's just a little portion, just a little imbalance here. I expect here to remain open. Okay, it should act like a breakaway gap, that kind of a thing, and then trade into this. So what I expect going forward this new week is this little area here. Let me mark it out. This little area here, we have daily FVG in form of a CB here. Good, good. If I expand it, you see it clearly. That is the the CB. So that CB, in my opinion, I'm expecting that it should act as resistance. It shouldn't trade above this high. It should stop price here and then send it lower. Let's look at 4 hours time frame to see if there's any premium array that is worth noting. Okay, yes, we have bearish order block here. We have a volume imbalance here. So any spike could be to that level, but this high should be maintained. This high shouldn't be violated, okay? If that happens, then we will see downside objective for the dollar index. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. This high should not be violated. It could trade up to this level and then go lower, or into this volume imbalance, which in my opinion it shouldn't even get there, but it could do that. This is the last line of defense for the bears. If this market is going to be bearish, then this high should not be violated. Okay, so that's for dollar index. We saw a Monday, Tuesday rally, Monday, Tuesday rally, Wednesday creating the high of the week, and we had a midweek reversal and we started selling into Friday. Though Friday was an inside bad day where it traded within the range of Thursday. So we expect movements to the downside, taking out this low and then trading into this area of interest where we have a bullish order block. So let's go to fiber, Euro USD. Fiber, in fact, it closed bearishly, whilst I think cable closed bullishly. So there was a cracking correlation. Fiber closed bearishly. I told us that this order block here should act as support, although if dollar keeps going lower, it's going to break it and then trade into this area. This is where I'm expecting price to trade to between now and March. Should trade into this level before it starts running down, because we expect dollar to be bearish. So if dollar is going down, it's going to give momentum to this pair to trade higher. Okay, but we've been consolidating around the mean threshold of this bearish order block. On daily time frame, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday bearish, but Thursday reversal. It reversed on Wednesday and then traded. We had a bullish day on Thursday. I expected price to actually trade higher, taking out this high, but it didn't do that on Friday. Perhaps we'll see that happening this week. If you look to the downside, there is no, for this daily time frame, there's nothing here because it traded to the opening price of the bullish order block. So there's nothing here on daily time frame that warrants it to go down. Let's look at 4 hours. Not seeing anything as well. So in this case, this low should also hold price. This low should hold price as support. The price shouldn't break below this low. It should either consolidate and then send price higher. That's what I'm looking at on fiber. So it should store price here and then make an attempt to start rallying higher. Let's go back to daily chart. That's something I'm looking out for. Weekly time frame. Okay. So this week here, this tail of week, this candle's week, 50% around that range. Let me do that quickly. I'm expecting a reaction around that range, that level, that price level. Okay. Good. All right, let me put the line. So Let me be sure that's what, so that I can analyze properly. Good. All right. So daily time frame, it shouldn't. Essentially, the Wednesday's low shouldn't be taken out. Okay, you could actually trade to the rejection block and then reject from there, but the low of Wednesday shouldn't be violated at all. 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame. Okay, so we have a bullish order block here before this rally higher. So price shouldn't trade below it. Essentially, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, 1 hour time frame. No form of imbalance apart from this inversion FBG here. So basically, we shouldn't see this. It could take out Friday's low, but ultimately shouldn't trade through this. Okay. We have consolidation that's expanded, retracements, and then another leg of expansion on Wednesday, on Monday. That's what I'm looking at. All right, let's go to cable. Let's go to cable. So cable weekly time frame was bullish. It was opposite to the dollar. Dollar was bearish, so this was bullish. And then we had it traded to the mean threshold of this consequent encroachment of this week, this candles week, inside the 50% of the bearish order block that I outlined last trading week. I told us that I want to see some form of reaction around that level, and it did that. I think that happened on Wednesday. Let me check. Wednesday or Thursday. Daily time frame we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday created the low of the week. We traded into that mean threshold of the bearish order on Thursday, and then we consolidated. So I want to see a movement higher. If dollar is going to be bearish, it's going to send this price higher, clearing this buy side liquidity, traded into that weekly inefficiency level. On the downside, we have this area of inefficiency as well. So any if price trades any lower, this is the area of inefficiency that price could trade to. But I want to see this act as a breakaway gap. If dollar is going to be bearish, then this should just rally higher into that objective before any retracement or reversal to the downside. So we have this discount rate to look out for. Should price trade anything lower, taking out this low, then this is where I want to see price trade to. Otherwise, I want to see price consolidate and then send it higher into that weekly area of inefficiency. Okay, that's for that. On weekly time frame for Aussie, AUD, USD. Aussie also was bullish, I suppose. Yes, it was bullish. We expect price to trade to this bearish order block. The dollar is going to remain bearish, then it's going to send price higher on Aussie to this area here, filling in this area of inefficiency on monthly time frame and then trading to this bearish order block. That's what I expect price to trade to. Daily time frame, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday consolidation. Thursday, we had expansion move to the upside. And then we had a retracement, deep retracement on Friday. This will consolidate here before it sends price higher. There is just a little area of inefficiency here, just a little one. I don't want to see that in any form of significance to this pair. I feel that it's going to have its considered as a breakaway gap to send price higher. We are still bullish on AUD USD. NZD USD are Kiwi pair. Kiwi was also bullish last week. This is where we expect price to trade to this bearish order block. That's where I expect price to trade to. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting price to trade to. Then on the daily time frame, What do we have on daily time frame? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, creating the low of the week. Traded into this day of inefficiency. I think he filled it completely and then had a reaction. So there's no necessity for the price to go below this low. It should rather take price higher. Market should take price higher. We have buy side liquidity resting here, and possibly let's see if it's going to, this area is going to act as resistance. That area I marked out on the weekly time frame. Okay, the next is USD CAD. So USD CAD, we had that reaction because it has swept the liquidity on monthly time frame, the double highs. It swept it just by a little, but I feel that that's just a shallow run. It's going to run it more significantly, okay, to the upside. So, but we had a reaction after I took out the high, took out the buy side liquidity resting here. It has reacted sharply, trading this area of inefficiency. So I feel that by March, we're going to see an impulsive movement to the upside, trading above the equal highs, taking out this high as well. So let's see how it trades around this area right here, this bullish order block. I want to see how price trades around. If it breaks below it, then we have this area of inefficiency here that is noteworthy. Daily time frame, we have it consolidated throughout last week. There was nothing significant in price action. So if we want to go lower, which I feel is going to do because dollar is expected to go lower, we have this bullish order block to contend with to act as some form of support for this pair. And if it breaks below that, this low is an internal range liquidity. We have this low here and then this old high. So if it breaks below this order block here, then essentially we are going to trade to this high, which in my opinion is rather far. Okay, they can do that, but I except dollar remains heavily bearish. But outside of that, I think this area of this order block here should act as a very strong support to send price higher to clear that buy side liquidity, run it out significantly before any major reversal. But if it keeps going lower, then this low, and ultimately the old high back here. Okay, that's for that. The next one is USD JPY weekly time frame. What do we have? It was bearish, extremely bearish. We want to see this low valid. I told us that this low is our next point of call, and then we have all these down close candles before this up move. We have a breakout block here, essentially. So it could trade back to this breakout block here, extend it out. We have a small area of inefficiency right here. So that's where I'm expecting price to trade. After taking out this low, we should trade to this area before any significant pull to the upside. On daily time frame, we have price traded to the rejection block, but has failed to take out this low, which I feel by Monday he should be able to do that. There's nothing holding do that. Monday should sweep it significantly lower. If it doesn't do that and wants to create that impression that this is some form of a double bottom, it could just rally up to this area here. We have FBG here and then bearish order block. So if it starts rallying up, that's an area I'll look out for some form of resistance before price sends it lower, taking out this low and efficiency on the daily time frame. So once it breaks below this low, this is where we want to see price trade to at least take out this low, trade to this FBG here, this bullish FBG here. That's our next point of call for this pair. And then for Sweezy, weekly time frame was bearish as well. So if you remember this area, I mentioned that this is a very strong support zone, and then that's why you see price stalling there, but it's going to ultimately trade to this level, which is our daily inefficiency area. This is it, our daily BC. That's why I expect price to trade to before any significant pull to the upside. So we are still bearish on USD CHF. Our indices weekly time frame, I told us that these highs are too smooth for me. Although last week it took out the highs here, even if it's not really significant, but with some measure of buy side liquidity that was purged. I think that it hasn't finished what it wants to do. it could consolidate here before it takes price higher. Okay, I'm still bullish on this map. I don't think this is that it has created the top yet, the high yet. No, for me, I think it's going to still go higher. I outlined a level, the 6,200 level. That's where I want to see price trade. You could consolidate here before it sends price higher. Okay, we're still expecting a bearish dollar, so that could give momentum to this asset to send price higher. Same goes to Nasdaq 100, which was directly correlated to US 500, SP 500, same as Dow Jones Industrial Average 30. So we have these equal highs that I feel that price is going to trade to. I feel it's going to still sweep it higher. This for me is too clean. It's too clean for me. I don't think that's the high yet. I don't think that's the high yet. Price is going to still, market is going to send price higher. So it's just consolidating around here. I think it's going to still send price higher one more time. Then we have US 30, Dow 30. We have equal highs as well. So this pullback in could give momentum for this thing to rally higher. Daily time frame, is there any area of inefficiency on the daily time frame? Yes, this area. So I think if it sweeps into this could be, the support level that will send price higher. Is also discount area. So this low should be held, as support. If it wants to go lower, though it's still like relatively equal lows, okay? So price could also do that and then reject and start going higher. Old high can be tested. It could do that, and then, but I know that we are still bullish on this level because these are clean highs. That price will not leave it. Market is not going to leave price like this. It's going to, smash it higher. Okay, it's going to be giving the sentiment that this is old high, so there's resistance there. So, movement lower to give some form of impression to the sellers that market wants to go lower, and then it will reverse from there and then send price higher. That's my thought process for the indices generally. Okay, let's go to gold. What do you have for gold? So I told us last week, I want to see higher prices on gold. We can see that happening. Dollar is still bullish, it's still bearish rather, I beg your pardon. So the dollar is still bearish. This is going to send price higher, one more time. The high on this candle comes in at 2,954. So I think 2,980 could be another target, for this movement, That's the next point of call, I think, for gold. If dollar remains bearish to that our objective, the monthly BC, I think market is going to send price higher on gold to 2,980. That's what I'm looking at for gold. Okay, that's what I'm looking at for gold. So we're bullish on gold. Last week we're still bullish. This new trading week for week 8, we're still bullish. Okay, so expect higher prices on gold. Okay, that's that. We had consolidation week this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It basically consolidated. So could this be the high? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's going to send it higher one more time because we expect a bearish dollar. So it's going to send it higher one more time. But if this low is violated, this particular low here, this low, this red candle, if this low is violated and body closes below it, then we are going to trade to this old high here. That's the next point of if this low is violated. But if this low remains intact and if this support zone is stronger, then we're going to see movement higher to the 2,980 price level. Okay, so that's for gold. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, what do we have? Hold on a minute. So Bitcoin, we had consolidation week, nothing significant. It's still trading around this 110 price level. The high comes in at 109,300 356. So it's just trading around that level. I think it's trying to gather momentum to create another high, to create a new high for Bitcoin. It's trying to do that. I feel it's going to do that. Okay, I don't think this is the high. There's the high. It has not created the top yet. It's not the top for BTC. I expect it to break above this high, create a new high for BTC. Daily time frame consolidation all through. Yeah, consolidation, nothing significant. Consolidation all through. Consolidation all through. Okay, so that's the analysis for week 8. So we still expect bearish dollar, bullish foreign currencies, euro and cable. We expect them to be bullish. We expect Aussie and Kiwi to be bullish. We expect USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY to be bearish. We expect dollar, gold to be bullish. We expect Bitcoin to give us an expansion to the upside. We expect our indices to be bullish as well. So that's it for market analysis week 8. So I encourage you to dial back your leverage. We are still in a period where market is really not symmetrical. There's no trading, there's no trending environment at the moment. I think from mid-March, we'll start seeing some form of trending environment. But for now, let's reduce our risk as we trade. Thank you, and I'll see you next weekend.